Hello my loves, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a new pick a card reading, and this one is your March 2021 month ahead prediction. Oh my goodness. So if you guys are new to pick a card readings, I'm gonna give you guys a quick little rundown of how they work. So over here we have pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you guys can take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you are the most drawn towards. Then once you're done choosing your pile, you can then scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that's linked to your specific card, and then you guys can skip ahead and watch your personal reading for the month of March of 2021. I also want to add a little disclaimer. You are not bound by this. This is not your fate. This is just a reading upon your current energies, where you're currently headed, what you're currently attracting, things like that. And you can change anything at any time, my love, if you ever hear anything that you do not like. So I just want to add that in there for you guys so that you guys are aware and that you guys know about that. If you guys like to choose with crystals, let's pop some crystals on these cards. All right, if you guys like to choose with crystals, here are our crystal options. Over here we have some amethyst, then we have some citrine, then we have some crackle quartz, then we have numite, and then we have some rose quartz over here. So take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you are the most drawn towards, and then once you're done choosing your pile, you can then scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that's linked to your specific card, and you guys can skip ahead and watch your personal reading for the month of March of 2021. So with that being said, let's hop right into today's video. All right, so group number 1, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading for March of 2021, so let's hop right into it. All right, group number 1, here's what we have for you guys. We have the Page of Pentacles, Universe, 3 of Cups, the Magician, and the Hermit. So, ooh, you guys, look at that. We get 3 major arcana cards over here. This is going to be a pretty major month for you guys, and overall I'm getting a really good energy from this pile. We have such good cards in this reading for you guys. So first little couple things that I'm noticing over here, since we do start off with the Page of Pentacles. This is a card that resembles, maybe you guys are taking some sort of online course, maybe you guys are taking a course in person, maybe you guys are learning new things, studying new things, creating a new project. Maybe you're working on creating something physical that you can put out into this world right now, that you guys are just, it's like this beginning. So March is just like this, like we're diving right into something where we feel like we're utilizing a lot of our physical power, a lot of our brain power, and it's just this like new venture that you guys are starting and going on, and it has such good potential. The fact that we have the Universe card next, this is like, there is such good potential within whatever that you guys are doing. There's like, your imagination is basically running wild in March. I think March is going to be a very creative month for you guys, pile number 1. And we do also have the 3 of Cups right here. So it could also be that you guys are spending a lot of time with friends, or that you even have just like a group that's really kind of like helping you with all of this. But I do see that it's just going to be like, there's going to be things worth celebrating. Okay, 3 of Cups. There's definitely going to be things that come to your mind that are like, yes, I want to celebrate that. It could be like a birthday, a wedding, or something, but somehow there's something that you guys are wanting to celebrate, and it's in sort of more of a group setting. It's something that's like really exciting. So that looks really great over there. We also do have the Magician. And the Magician is like, we feel like we're finally like really well equipped for whatever venture that we're going on. It finally feels like you guys are like, yep, well equipped for it. I got all the things that I need, and it's just an overall really good energetic month for you guys. We do also have the Hermit, so I do think that apart from this like spending time with friends, there's also going to be moments where you guys want to really withdraw, and I think it's because you guys are like working on something, or you guys are taking a course of some kind. You guys are somehow getting like a higher level of learning, starting something new, getting the ball rolling on something new. And it's going to require you and make you feel like you want to block out time to kind of be alone, especially by the end of March, because I think by the end of March, you're going to feel like, ooh, I've spent a lot of my March just like dreaming up these plans and just like, you know, seeing friends, like recuperating my energy and things like that. And then by the end of March, you're gonna be like, yeah, I really need to like hunker down and just like put a lot of my focus and a lot of my effort towards whatever this thing is that you guys are sort of like starting right here, because it just looks like you finally feel like prepared, you finally feel ready for this like new shift, this new beginning. And I also see that there's gonna be a lot more abundance. I think that in regards to making money, it does look like March is something that feels very comfortable for you guys. That was loud. It's Saturday right now. I kept my windows open because it's like really warm right now, and I'm by the beach and I love to just smell like the ocean air. But then once in a while, because it's Saturday, there's people with like their sports cars driving along the beach, you know what I mean? So apologies if you guys can hear all that. But yes, it does look like it's just an overall very good energetic month. I mean, it just feels really good. These cards are such good cards, and in regards to money and things like that in your career, it does look like it's going to be quite abundant in that area, and it's just going to feel really comfortable, to say the least, okay? The next card that we have is Gaia's Garden. So fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow. So look at that. That is huge confirmation for you guys, pile number one, because this card is literally all about abundance and fruition and reaping what you sow. So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys come into more money in the month of March, and it just feels really good energetically and like monetarily. It feels like you guys are just like thriving in the month of March, okay? And the next card that we have, we have the Word Lord. So this deals with learning as well, or also like working on something, communication. So this could deal with like speaking about something, writing about something, right? It could just mean communication in general. So maybe you guys are going to be texting a lot, emailing a lot. You're going to notice that communication is on like an all-time high in the month of March for you guys. And as we can see, he's also like sort of like learning or studying something, which is also very similar to our Page of Pentacles that we have down here. Because yes, this is like definitely studying, learning, expanding your consciousness, things like that, pile number one. Our next card that we have over here, we have the Ringmaster of Scrutiny, discernment, clear vision, and details. So I think that you guys are going to be very detail oriented in the month of March. And I feel like you're finally going to have a very clear understanding of what it is that you guys want to do with your time and with whatever this project is. I think that you're finally going to have a very clear vision of it, and I think that that's why you're finally getting this ball rolling, and you're going to begin this new kind of journey. Like, look at this like magician sort of energy happening over here, and we also have the Magician literally, so it's like you're literally starting to brew your magic in the month of March. Whatever it is that you guys are like trying to begin working on, that's literally, it's happening, okay guys? It's palpable in the air. Our next card that we have over here, we have the card of Passion, of course. So you guys are definitely going to feel very passionate about something, to say the least. Like, there's definitely an energy in the air where you guys feel passionate, where you guys want to conquer this new quest that you guys have set out on, this new journey that's like brewing underneath. There's a lot of passion for it, okay? So rise, passion, rise up high, inflame my purpose, reach the sky. Guys, pile number one. This looks like a great month so far. Oh my goodness. Okay, next card that we have is knowledge. Got a lot of books here. What's with books and you guys? Like, oh, I thought I saw a book in that card, but no. Anyway, but look at this, knowledge, and we have the Word Lord. You guys are definitely like studying something, working on something, planning something, drawing up the blueprints for something. There's something in the works here, guys. Are you taking an online course? Are you guys writing a book? What are you guys doing? Okay, because it looks like there's something definitely being thought out here. And this is, you guys are getting like really clear on what it is that you guys are wanting to do, okay? But there's something brewing here for you guys that you're very excited about in the month of March, and it's just like, it's in the works, it's in the shop, y'all are building it, okay? So, I'm excited for whatever you guys have up your sleeves, pile number one. This looks exciting, okay? So moving on to our next deck of cards, we're going to shuffle this one right here. We're going to see what comes up for you guys. So pile one, the month of March. Let's see what we get for you guys. We have the grapes, of course, which deals with abundance once again. So you guys are really working on your abundance, okay? Month of March is definitely going to be heavily focused on creating more abundance, and it could be whatever you guys are studying, whatever you guys are planning with your project that's about to come out. It's definitely going to increase your abundance, and I feel like March in general is just going to feel very abundant for you guys. That's why I had the Three of Cups right there too. Like, it's going to feel like it's overflowing with just like things to do, people to see, projects to work on. Like, it honestly feels like a really great month. We really don't have any negative cards here, pile number one. My goodness. And look at that hammer. You guys are absolutely working on something. There's a project that you guys are working on, blueprints to something, starting something, thinking about something, getting clear on it, and finally beginning to build it and put structure to it. You know what I mean? All right, and then we also have the lion, which is like Leo. So maybe some of you guys have a little bit of Leo going on in your chart, or this is just about, you know, getting ready to go into the spotlight with something that you guys have been working on, ready to show it off, ready to come out with it, ready to speak about it, ready to talk about it. Okay, so that's also what the lion over there talks about. It's just overall happy month as well, because Leo is ruled by the sun, right? And the sun is just like, it just feels like the sun is out, doesn't feel like there's a cloud in the sky type of vibe. And so that one's just really optimistic. It's really positive. Moving on to our last deck that we're going to pull out, and then we're going to go into our Astro Dice a little bit for you guys. So let's see over here. We have Neptune coming up. You guys are definitely daydreaming about something, you guys, because this is all that Piscean, Neptunian energy, all about that daydreamy sort of vibe. And things like that. Just feels like you guys are in the flow, right? Because Neptune is literally the, it's the water, right? It's the ocean and things like that. So this is about being in that flow state. Things are just going to be flowing. Your imagination is going to be more creative. It's like you guys are at a heightened level of dreamy consciousness where you guys can tap into things that like you couldn't even think of before, right? You're going to get ideas that just are just bursting out of you and you're like, ooh, where's that coming from? But it's like you're really happy about it because they're all like great ideas, okay? So we have Neptune here. Then we also have Mercury. So wow, yes, writing, communication, learning. Wow. Are you guys like, you know, is there, somehow there's a heightened level of communication. Like we have that 3 of Cups. We also have the word Lord. Somehow you guys are like really like emailing, texting, writing a book, like studying something, working on that, your mind, learning something new. That's Mercurial energy, okay? So ooh, and finally Mercury goes out of retrograde, and so March there won't be any Mercury retrograde. So finally it feels like maybe the writing and the learning finally is back to its flow state because we're not in retrograde anymore. It's finally direct. So yes, that's looking beautiful. In fact, as I'm recording this, Mercury is finally going direct right now. It happens, I think, around like 5:30 p.m. where I am. So exciting. We also have the 10th house right here. So this is definitely working on a big project that you guys have, especially regarding like career, learning something new, things like that. That's all 10th house stuff. It's all about the climb. It's like that Capricornian energy, right? So let's try to get 2 more cards here for you guys. Pile 1. Let's see what else we get. So we also have the Ascendant. So you're definitely going to be speaking about whatever it is that you guys are working on, or just like an outwards persona. There's a lot of like extroversion happening in the month of March for you guys with the Ascendants. Like you guys are getting back out there, you guys are doing things, there's stuff to do, people to see, people to talk to. It's just like this outwards energy. So even if you can't go and physically see people, this would be like really communicating with people, like telephones, texting, because we have that word, a lot of word cards, right? Let's try to get 1 more here for you guys. We also have Venus. Passions are absolutely coming out, okay? I think that you guys are gonna raise a lot of your confidence. Venus and Leo right here with the Ascendant, it's like you guys are feeling very confident about yourselves. You guys feel really good. It's like you guys are just glowing this month. There's some sort of just like glow that's happening with you guys where you guys are just really confident and feeling really good. Wouldn't be surprised if you guys maybe even go to a lot of restaurants, if you're allowed to do that where you are and where you live, okay? Because Venus is like that Taurian energy. We also have that Ascendant with the 3 of Cups. Like usually that would signify like a lot of outings with friends if you guys live in a country where you guys are able to actually do such things. But I am seeing that for those of you that are able to do that. But it just seems like a lot of communication, lots of outings, lots of fun activities. Like this is just looking real good, real positive, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and take out our Astro Dice. We're going to roll the zodiac sign dice 3 times to get the top 3 zodiac signs that are most likely going to be the most prominent in your life in the month of March. This could be somebody's sun, moon, or rising sign, or even your own, okay? So let's just see what comes up for you guys, pile 1. I also see healthy eating with grape as well as Venus, okay? We also do have Capricorn, which is like that 10th house energy. Yeah, you guys are definitely working on something. This could also be people, Capricornian people, more of that energy. We also have Taurus coming up, okay? So Capricorn, Taurus, lots of earth energy for you guys. And Virgo, we have all 3 earth signs coming up for you guys. Capricorn and Taurus and Virgo. Okay, message is clear. Lots of earth sign energy over here. So with that being said, let's go ahead and roll all of the Astro Dice all together to get any last info on this reading for you guys. We have the North Node. Okay, so the North Node in Libra in the 8th house. you guys might even be moving towards manifesting like just more like, this is like a really good time, especially with friendships and things like that. This can also be talking about love and partnerships as well. But the North Node being in Libra, this could definitely be, since Libra is like this air sign, right? This could be more about learning, about writing and things like that. Libra is a little bit more on the relationshipy side, so I wouldn't be surprised if you spend a lot of time with friends in the month of March. It just seems like making the right connections and networking is going to be really important, and finding a balance between work and your fun life and like what you decide to do and things like that. We also do have the 8th house, so it might be bringing up some old things to just be released. It's like an endings and beginnings, right, is the 8th house. And so when we have the North Node there with Libra, this is ending old friendships and beginning new ones. So it could be that new people are even coming into your life, people that you're really destined to connect with because of the North Node. So the North Node is your destiny, where you're meant to move towards, right? And since it's Libra 8th house, endings and beginnings, we're ending old relationships, because Libra is literally like the ruler of relationships and the people that we have in our lives. And so endings of old relationships that no longer resonate with you. So it's really like putting your foot down and saying no to the people that no longer resonate with you. And then with that 8th house, it's like we're finally connecting with the people that are meant to be in our lives. You guys will feel it. It's going to be palpable, okay? So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this reading, pile number 1. If you did, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, group number 2, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading for the month of March. So let's hop right into it. All right, so group number 2, here's what we have for you guys. We have the Ace of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Pentacles, King of Cups, and then the 8 of Swords right here. So let's talk about this, you guys, pile number 2. So when we start off with the Ace of Pentacles, this is new opportunities coming in, some like receiving. I just see receiving here. Like when I look at this hand and when I see this pentacle, I see receiving. I think that you guys are going to be receiving some like good news. When it's the Pentacles, it's something a bit more physical though. So this could be in regards to career, like news with your career, news with your business, news with more money coming in. This could be news with material things that you've been trying to attain for a while and finally feeling like there's a green light and that things are gonna kind of like be shown to you about how to attain certain of the material things that maybe you guys have been seeking and desiring. We do also have the Wheel of Fortune. This is a very good card when it is upright, because this is like the winds of change are coming to you guys, okay? It feels like things are finally on the up and up and they're finally moving forward and they're finally moving towards the better. It's like good karma is rolling in. We're finally receiving things that maybe we felt like we've deserved for a while, and finally it feels like it's coming in, because it just seems like maybe with the Wheel of Fortune here, usually the Wheel of Fortune pops up after that we've already been through something a little bit more harsh. We were kind of like feeling like, oh, I'm like spending more than I'm receiving and I'm doing this more than I'm doing this. But when the Ace of Pentacles is next to the upright Wheel of Fortune, this is like we're finally receiving like rewards, and we're reaping the rewards of the of all the things that we've sown, right? So all of the efforts that you've been putting in, all of the time and energy that you've been putting into your life, into other people, into this, into that, you're finally in receiving mode where it's your turn to receive. So the month of March looks really good for you guys thus far. We also do have the 7 of Pentacles right here. So it just looks like there's going to be a lot of different things coming in from all different directions when I look at that. And the 7 of Pentacles is also this like, we are ready to start planting and growing more, because you're finally in this more abundant mindset rather than lack mindset. If you guys have noticed that you've been in a lack mindset lately, because it seems like you had to spend more than what you were being given and put more energy than what you were being given, finally the month of March. Oh my goodness. I love combination words. Okay, anyway, finally the month of March, it looks like you guys are in the receiving mode where you guys don't need to spend as much energy and you're finally receiving extra from all the efforts that you've been putting in, like I was saying. Okay, and then it finally looks like you guys are just ready to be a little bit more abundant. You're ready to start really planning for your future, but don't get into this scarcity mindset, because sometimes with the 7 of Pentacles, when we have the 8 of Swords over here, sometimes we're limiting ourselves and we're thinking like, oh, even though I'm receiving this, it's not going to last and I have to save all my resources resources because I'm scared that it's just going to fall away, right? That's what the Eight of Swords kind of indicates. It indicates the boundaries and the limitations that we put on ourselves, even though they're not really there, because the swords are an illusion. They're just in your mind. They're not physical. The swords rule the mental state. And so she's trapped by all the swords, which means that she's trapped by her own mind. She's trapped by her own thoughts, right? So that with the Seven of Pentacles, I would see as like, you're feeling really emotionally good with that King of Cups, but you're kind of like limiting yourself, being like, okay, I need to just really like save whatever is happening right now because it's not going to last, and I need to like limit myself, and I'm not really deserving of all of these good things. So like, when is it going to end? It's like almost you guys are expecting bad things to happen when good things are meant to be happening to you right now. You guys deserve this, okay? You totally deserve it. So it's just about being open to that and allowing that, okay? So yes, we do also have that King of Cups that I do want to talk about as well, which is like, you guys feel more energetic, more alive in the month of March than you've been feeling in a while. But also watch out how you guys restrain your emotions, because King of Cups next to the Eight of Swords can sometimes mean that you're feeling like you're overflowing with emotion that you maybe haven't felt in a long time, because maybe you're just receiving all of these things now and things are just finally happening in your life. Like these physical things that you've been asking for are now like showing up. But don't restrict yourselves emotionally because of this with that Eight of Swords, okay? Don't be like, oh no, I need to close down because this is too good to be true. Don't close down and shut yourself off because you might miss out on the massive abundance that you're about to receive. Like, don't, like, it's almost like, okay, here's an example for you guys. It's almost like Santa comes with a bunch of Christmas presents and he's like shooting them down the chimney, and then you're receiving all these like Christmas presents and you're like, oh, I've been wanting this for so long, but then you board up your own chimney because you're like, this has to end sometime soon. I don't want to get my hopes up. This is too good to be true. And then you end up just boarding up your chimney and being like, no, I don't want any more. This has to end soon because I don't deserve all of this, and da 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 da. And then Santa's there like, but I have all of the rest that I wanted to give you that you deserve. You've been putting in so many efforts. Like, you sure you don't want it? Like, I'll give it to somebody else if you don't want it. So don't miss out on your opportunity by letting yourself self-sabotage these new things that are coming into your life because of fear or because of your own self-limitations of what you might deserve, or what you've experienced in the past. Because you guys, I think, have gotten so used to putting in more than what you get that when you start receiving more, you basically just sit there being like, I don't want it because I'm scared that it's going to make me have to spend even more of my energy in order to keep it, or like, you know, you feel like you don't deserve it because you're like, I usually have to put so much energy in to keep this, and now all of a sudden it's just like flowing in. No, it's because this is you raking in your good karma, my love. You've already put in so much effort. This is time for you to receive, so just be open to that. And allow that abundance to come in without self-sabotaging it with your own thoughts, because if you do that, then of course you are saying no to all of those presents, okay? And we want the presents. We don't want to self-sabotage the presents. We want to keep them flowing in, so just accept them, allow it, expect the best of the best, because that is what is in store for you, my love. Okay, pile number 2. And then moving on to our next few cards, we have the High Lady of Love and Compassion, okay? Reverence, kindness, consideration. Okay, so you guys, what I see in this is that you guys are just really kind people, and maybe you're so kind that you focus more on other people's happiness rather than your own. So when good things start happening to you, it's like, what? What? I deserve that? Like what? Okay, so this is about just being able to open up and allow yourself to receive love as well as give it, okay? Allow it to flow in. Enjoy it, okay? It's here for you, my love. It's here for you. All right, then we also have the Prison Waif. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at what it says on the card, you guys. That's exactly what we've been talking about. That's precisely what we've been talking about. Self-sabotage and poverty consciousness, okay? Do not limit yourself. March is about opening yourself up, because the receiving mode is like coming in. The energies are coming in. This is time for you to receive, my love. Okay, don't put yourself in a prison. Literally, that's what the Eight of Swords is. The Eight of Swords is literally all about putting yourself in a mental prison, being like, no, I don't deserve it, so I'm just gonna like shut it out, and I'm just gonna like ignore it because I don't wanna get hurt, right? No, my love, this is time for you to open up and receive it. It's time for you to receive, okay? All right. We also have Sisters of the Season, cycles of growth, natural law, divine order. So this is you questioning what you believe the universe to be. If you believe because of your past of having to put in more effort than what you get back, then that's going to be what you get. That's the natural law, is that things have to balance out, okay? That's the natural law, is that everything balances out. There comes a time when you get to receive rather than just give, okay? So March is about realizing that and changing up your belief systems about what you deserve versus what you do not deserve, okay, my love, okay? Moving on to our next two cards, we have energy. Look at the exchange of energy. You guys have put in enough energy. It is time for you to receive that energy. And then we have a light inside my fire, divine energy. Fill me, make me shine. Look at that, my loves. This is about you being able to finally shine in the month of March. The opportunities are coming your way for you guys to be able to do that, okay, my love? Then we also have of course, we have justice coming up, you guys. You know what justice is all about? It's about balancing those scales. You have put in enough energy. It is time for you guys to receive. Okay, my love? Okay, pile number two, I want you to sink in that message, because this is the message from your guides and spirits right now, is that it is time for you to receive. The scales are balancing it out. They always have to balance out. That's the wheel of fortune. That's justice. It has to balance out. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys have some like Libra energy going on in your life right now, because this is like needing to balance it out. You guys have put in enough. Now it's time for you to receive. Now it is time for you to receive the goodness of someone giving to you, someone who wants to give to you, or just opportunities or events in general that are more in the receiving mode for you or whatever. It doesn't have to deal with other people, but it can, right? So, wow. All right there, pile number two. We're also going to shuffle these cards right here to get any more information on this reading. We also have another deck to shuffle. We got some more things to get through in this reading, okay, pile number two? We're not done with this yet. We also have the star. Look at that. This is literally like fated things coming into your life in the month of March. The star is all about fated things popping into your life. This is what you deserve right now, okay? The star is like new opportunities coming in, like hopeful things coming in, lots of good flow happening, okay, my loves? We also have the rose. Oh, guys, this is literally like a gift from the universe. The rose is literally like gifts from, like hold on. For those of you guys watching this right now, I have a little gift for you guys. This is for you guys. Look at that. This flower literally was like, it's literally sitting right next to me. And it looks like the flower on this card. So this is for you guys, pile number two. I'm gonna put this right here to give you guys some good, beautiful flower energy. I'm literally giving you guys flowers right now. That's for you energetically. I know I can't give it to you physically, but if I could, I would. So it's your little gift from me right there, that beautiful flower. Okay, my love? Moving on, let's try to get one more card from this deck for you guys. But yes, this is like receiving gifts from the universe. Oh, look at that, receiving messages as well. People are going to want to communicate to you. People are going to want to give to you. And it's about accepting these new invitations. Like I see this as like an invitation of some kind, or an opportunity of some kind. Mail that's coming in, messages that are coming in that are going to be very positive, very fruitful and abundant with that rose right there. Like, ooh. Baby, it's looking good, okay? Just allow yourself to accept it. March is all about accepting it, okay? So let's go ahead and shuffle. Ooh, we already have some follow cards right here. So let's talk about what we get right here. Okay, Virgo, waxing crescent moon, and Jupiter. Jupiter's all that Sagittarius energy. This is about expansion, okay? So this is about expansion, receiving, abundance. Jupiter's heavily about abundance and receiving, and just expansion in all forms. This is like expanding your life in many different ways, okay? This is expanding your consciousness, expanding the amount of abundance that you allow. So this is like opening your arms up to receive the hugs of the universe, because the universe is ready to hug you, okay? So don't be shy. Don't be shy. All right, and then we also have waxing crescent moon. So this is when it's growing to its full stage. This is literally, waxing is the point of receiving, whereas waning is the point of letting go. Waxing is all about receiving though, okay? So this is about growth. Now it's time for you to receive. And this is the beginning stages of the reception of like receiving. Reception is not the word I was looking for. You guys know what I mean. But yeah, literally the beginning stages of welcoming in new energy and receiving new energy. So have your arms wide open, because like I'm giving you virtual hugs right now, okay? We also have Virgo right here. So Virgo's like healing, rescheduling. Things are literally changing up in your life. And also Virgo's like heavily like the one that's always of service to other people. So if you guys have been in service to other people so much, this is time of people being in service to you. Of course, there's always a balance. So it doesn't mean that you just sit back and like literally just allow people to like take banana leaves and like while you're like lounging out and they just like wave the winds at you to help you cool down while you're like eating your grapes and things. Like it's not fully all about that, but I mean, like, you can enjoy that if you want to, but you know, there's a balance as well. So Virgo is about that, knowing that balance as well. If you guys are a Virgo, you're probably so used to always being of service to other people, but now's your time to also accept service from other people. Accept good energy to come into you and your life as well. You need to have that balance, okay? So let's see what else comes up over here. We also have the first house. This month's about you, baby. It's all about you. Let me treat you, baby. Let me treat you to the beauty of life, okay, honey? Yeah, anyway, we also have the 12th house. I feel like you guys is like sugar mama right now, okay? It's like giving you love, roses, everything, okay? And then we also have this 12th house. This is about your dream life awakening, your subconscious. What are those things in your subconscious that keep you in non-receiving mode, that shut you down from receiving? What are those subconscious thoughts? So March is going to be about figuring those out, seeing those, so that you can finally awaken to receiving, okay? So it's going to feel a little bit different. I think that people are going to be coming into your life wanting to give to you, and you're going to be like, wait, what? What? Where did that come from, okay? All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and take our Astro dice. We're going to take our zodiac sign dice and roll it 3 times to get the top 3 zodiac signs that are most likely going to be the most prominent in the month of March for you guys. So let's roll it. Let's see what we get. This could be somebody's sun, moon, or rising sign, okay? Of course that had to fall on the floor. So let's see. There's a lot of energy right now, okay? Let's see how far that rolls. That rolled really far away. And it looks like it landed on Capricorn, but we're gonna have to double check because my eyesight is not very good. And I lost my glasses. I lost them, okay guys? We're gonna need to find them eventually. Yep, that's definitely Capricorn. Okay, my eyesight has not failed me yet. So we do have some Capricorn energy. That went far, y'all, whoo. Okay, so putting in the efforts, Capricorn energy, okay? We're on the climb. Also, that's people's sun, moon, and rising sign. I feel like that's been coming up for like, well, we're only on the second pile, but that definitely came up for the first pile as well. Let's see what else we get. We get Aries coming up. We also have that first house, which is definitely Aries energy. Okay, so Capricorn, Aries, and Taurus. We had a lot of earth sign energy coming up in these piles so far, but yes, those are the top 3 zodiac signs of somebody's sun, moon, or rising sign that might be the most prominent in your life in the month of March, okay, you guys? So then let's take all of these all together. Let's roll them again and get any last information for you guys' reading, all right? All right, we get Gemini. So we have, okay, Saturn in Gemini, in the 3rd house, which is another Gemini energy over here. We get a little bit of that Capricorn Aquarius energy with that Saturn right there. So yeah, Capricorn Aquarius energy, Gemini and Gemini energy, very, very interesting right here, you guys. So Saturn in Gemini, this is really starting to hunker down and realize your boundaries with communication, where you guys limit yourself in communication, where you guys like force yourselves to be more socially accepted in regards to your communication and how you want to fit in and how you limit yourself with your communication. So this is all about expanding those different areas and where you limit yourself in your own mind as well, because Gemini is all about the mind too. So where are your limitations? This is literally talking about those limitations that are in your mind, and how you guys can confront them by just like opening up about them and communicating about them so that you can, who's calling me right now? That's literally an unknown number, just no. Okay, so, but yeah, that is that. This is literally facing those limitations of where you guys limit yourself in your mind and in your communication and in your friend group and like who you allow in, your limitations around things like that, so that you guys can open up and finally receive. Stop closing yourself off to the communication towards people, towards receiving and allowing things into your life. This is about opening up and allowing, okay guys? I gave you a beautiful flower right here, so just accept it from me, okay guys? This is all about accepting and receiving, so receive that energy, my love, okay? So that is what I'm seeing for you guys at pile number 2. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and if you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this, and if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! All right, so group number 3, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading for the month of March, so let's hop right into it. All right, so pile number 3, here's what we have for you guys. We have the Judgment being reversed, 9 of Cups being reversed, Ace of Cups upright, 4 of Cups upright, and then the 6 of Pentacles upright. So this is very interesting. I got a very interesting message right off the bat from this reading for you guys, pile number 3, because with the 9 of Cups being reversed over here, this is about not receiving something that you guys have been wanting. There's been something that maybe you guys were wishing for in the past that just didn't look like it's like becoming anything. It's not really transpiring into much, and maybe you guys had a bit of disappointment about that, and maybe you guys felt like your judgment was off because maybe you've been hoping for something to like kind of transpire in your past that just clearly hasn't done anything yet. But then in March, it looks like there's just this new thing blossoming. There's something that you guys are like receiving. There's something like brand new just coming into your life. Maybe you guys feel that already, but it looks like it's actually beginning to blossom in the month of March. So it's finally like things are happening, things are moving forward. But yeah, maybe it wasn't what we initially thought that we would be getting, because we have that 9 of Cups being reversed with the Judgment being reversed. So it's like our judgment was off. Maybe we thought like, oh, I have to like settle for this, or I have to do this, or like, you know, maybe we thought like, oh, I need to make this certain thing in my past like really work out, or I need to make this certain dream a reality in some sort of way, and it just didn't look like it was really like transpiring. And it's sort of like, it's kind of like nah, and it's because there was something different that was meant for you with the Ace of Cups. There was something else that was literally meant for you this whole time, and I think that you're finally awakening to it now. You're finally like seeing why this certain thing didn't transpire in the past, because March is all about this new thing finally blossoming. It's finally like really starting to overpour with energy and emotion. It's something that you're going to be emotionally really like in love with. It's something that you're going to be emotionally like, yes, I finally understand why this thing didn't work out, because it's like, dang, that's what's been waiting for me this whole time. Okay. And maybe you guys don't even see the full picture yet, because Ace of Cups is just the beginning, guys. It's just the beginning. You don't even understand where this full picture is taking you yet. You don't even know. It's like, I think it's going to be, the potential here has the potential to be better than you could have ever imagined, okay? With that Ace of Cups, this has the potential to transpire to something way better, but you just have to go with the flow of it. You have to allow it. You have to be like, okay, yup. And you have to take those opportunities as well, because Ace of Cups is that new sort of beginning. But if we do not accept and go towards that new beginning, obviously it's not gonna like transpire to anything. But this is all about needing to let go of the past, letting go of whatever didn't work out for us before, and accepting that and allowing that and realizing that that didn't work out because there is something else that was so meant to be for you guys, okay? 4 of Cups hugely reiterates that message, because 4 of Cups is this card where the person is looking at three cups that are in front of them that are spilt over, they didn't work out, and they're just like sulking over it. They're completely sulking over it. But there's, in the original depiction, not in this depiction, but in the original depiction of the 4 of Cups, there is a hand coming out of the sky where it's almost like the universe or God is like handing you this other cup that's like amazing. It was like meant for you this whole time, but you're still there sulking about the things that didn't work out in the past, being like, oh, why didn't that work out though? And then like the universe is like, because this is the thing that's really meant for you. This is the thing that's really going to like, so there's your Ace of Cups that's coming in. This is the new beginning that's been there for you this whole time, but you just have to accept it. You have to go down it. You have to like release those inhibitions, release the past, you guys. March is hugely about releasing the past, letting go of it, and totally taking on this new opportunity. I see you guys taking on this opportunity, and that's what's going to be happening in the month of March. Like, I really see that you guys are going to see this new opportunity and be like, yep, I get it. That was meant for me. I'm going to explore that. And I think it's going to be something that's really exciting. And it's going to be something that's more balanced, and it's been more meant for you than ever before with that 6 of Pentacles right here. This is being in the mode of receiving. Finally, in the month of March, which it's very interesting because I've been getting this message for like almost every pile so far, where it's like this mode of receiving in the month of March, where a lot of us are like finally, like we went through this huge karmic stage with that whole like Pluto-Saturn conjunction, and like with Jupiter there as well. Finally, all these planets are like splitting apart. In the month of March, they're finally like kind of like far away from each other. And this is because collectively we were going through a time of like karma was coming in. We were dealing with a bunch of ish, but then all of a sudden the karma is like cleared, and we're gonna realize that all those karmic lessons, maybe we got attached to them and they didn't work out, and we're like, oh, they didn't work out. But we have to realize that those were there as like a lesson, and now we finally get to reap the benefits and rewards of the things that were actually meant for us all along. We had to go through this in order to learn very good lessons. That's why we have that Judgment card, because this was to learn to expand us into the person that we need to be in order to receive this new blessing that's coming your way. And the month of March is literally, this opportunity is finally, bam, it's in your life. It's literally there. It's all about just exploring it more and growing it and going with the flow of it, okay? And then, yeah, that Six of Pentacles, that's literally the mode of receiving and being like, yep, okay, I'm gonna accept it. We're gonna go down it. We're gonna see what happens, okay? I also wouldn't be surprised if you guys receive more money, because Six of Pentacles can also be that we get like a raise, or we get like an unexpected sum of money that we weren't really, that we weren't really expecting, basically. Okay, and it could be help in some kind of way as well. It's like what we've been praying, our prayers are answered. The things that we've been praying for to like help us are finally coming in for us. We're finally receiving them, things like that. Our next card that we have right here for you guys, pile number 3, we have the Swan Queen. So this is transformation, intuition, and patience. So we've definitely had to test our patience. This is also about taking things a little bit more slow and going with the flow of it, okay? Going with the flow, not rushing things. And also not like sitting back either and just like waiting. Patience is more like we're just going with the flow of it, okay? We also have that transformation. So this is massively the transformation of letting go of this and like, bam, new opportunities here. Then we also have the next card over here, which is the, let's focus in on that, the Wise Woman of Wonderland, integrity and compromise. Okay, so there's compromises that you guys have needed to make, and March is realizing that it's a good thing that we made those compromises, because finally receiving what was actually meant for us this whole time, okay? And then the next card that we have the Map Maker of Destiny, authentic purpose, inspiration, and free will. That's what that says. So the Map Maker of Destiny, it's time for you guys to write your own destiny, and you've been writing it this whole time. Funny enough, you guys, but maybe you guys got stuck in the illusion of thinking that whatever it was that came into your life previously was the manifestation itself, but it wasn't. This thing that you manifested before, this like thing that didn't really work out, that was a lesson, a stepping stone to get you where you needed to be in order to receive the actual thing that you've been wanting, the actual gift that you've been wanting, okay? So Map Maker of Destiny, realize that yes, this is all divine. It all happened in divineness, okay? The month of March is all about realizing that. And then we have the card of authenticity. So this is about opening up to be who you really are. And maybe this opportunity helped you kind of become a bit more authentic and realize the importance of authenticity, okay? So the month of March is all about being you, being authentic, and just being real. Just being real, guys. Month of March, all about that. And then also safe home. You guys are going to feel whatever's coming into your life will make you feel more comfortable than you ever have before. It'll make you feel like it's safe to be your authentic self. It is safe to be really you. This new thing coming into your life, this could even be a new person coming into your life where you finally feel comfortable and safe with them, and you finally feel like you can be authentic and real. Or it could also be like just, even if you guys are in a relationship, it's finally like getting to that space where you feel safe and you feel comfortable to really just be you without being judged and things like that, okay? So it could be all those different types of scenarios, right? So it is a general reading. You're gonna have to find out how that exactly correlates with you and your own life, but that's definitely what we're seeing over here, just things along those lines, okay? So let's take this deck right here. Let's see what else we get for you guys. Pile 3, we have the Hand. So this is all about receiving. Look at that. Also a new connection. The Hand can talk about new connections. It can also talk about receiving, okay? It's kind of like the Six of Pentacles, because it's like the hand of offering. So it's like receiving, offering, and new connection coming into your life in the month of March. Okay. We also have Lobster. And so this is about getting out of your shell too and feeling safe. The month of March is all about coming out of your shell to feel safe and to be your authentic self. So we have that coming up. We're gonna move that crystal, try to get that in alignment over here. See what else we get for you guys. We also have Snake, okay? So Snake can come up when we have to realize how to be authentic and not manipulative. Let's not manipulate our way to our end goal. Let's learn the importance of authenticity, okay? Then we also have Wreath. There's gonna be something to celebrate, that's for sure, in the month of March for you guys. Wreath is all about some sort of celebrations. We only hang up a wreath when there's something to celebrate. So what are y'all celebrating in the month? We also have the Fish, okay? Going with the flow, finding the balance, the yin yang. Piscean sort of energy. I also really feel like this one. We have Blindfold too. So this is, you don't need to know the entire answer yet to be able to walk into something and feel safe, okay? So maybe we don't see the whole picture yet, but it doesn't mean we can't take the first step, okay? In order to find it out. We also have the waning crescent moon for you guys. So the waning crescent is we're letting go of the old. Waning is all about letting go of the old so we can step into the new. So that fits in with you guys really well. It's about detaching from whatever it was that you were previously attached to, realizing that that thing wasn't meant to be anyway. It wasn't meant to last anyway. There's a new opportunity coming in that better fits the picture for you. It connects with you on a much deeper level, and it fits with you so much better than the previous thing ever would have, okay? So it's time to let go of the old in the month of March. We also have the 6th house coming up. So this is about being of service to others and also about healing as well with that Virgo sort of energy. We also have Pisces coming up. Where did I see? Oh yeah, Pisces with the fish. So 2 Pisces energy now. So this is paying attention to your dreams. Your dreams might be telling you something lately. And dreams can sometimes indicate what we're currently manifesting or where our subconscious currently is. So it can be very important to look at our dreams as well. So highly recommend keeping a dream journal in the month of March, you guys, pile 3. We also have the planet of Venus right here. So Venus can be about falling in love. Venus can just be about self-love as well, focusing on your diet, focusing on your health. And yeah, just some of that feminine energy, allowing yourself to really express your emotions as well is very Venusian as well. It can also talk about love and partnerships and just the harmony within them. We also have Saturn. So those are the restrictions. That's also commitment, committing to something. Making a decision, making important choices and decisions to commit to something, and also the harsh lessons of life. Sometimes Saturn can be like, yep, we're gonna get rid of this because this is what was really meant to be anyway, and this was just a lesson. You know, Saturn can also deal with those types of things as well, but it's also the commitment to something and putting in the effort. So maybe you have to put in a lot of efforts towards something, and really it's the challenge of these sort of lessons that you guys have learned before about, you know, you don't have to know the whole picture to take the first step. Okay, the commitments that you guys make as well. Maybe there's a sort of commitment for some of you guys with Saturn and the wreath over here. So maybe there's a higher level of commitment happening in the family. In the month of March, maybe there's somebody new coming in. Maybe there's some sort of wedding celebration that might happen in the month of March. For some of you guys, it is a general reading. I'm just pointing out all the different things that I'm seeing right now with the different connections that we have over here. There could also be a new job agreement with Hand and the 6th house as well. Could be new job agreements. This could also be a committing higher level of commitment in a relationship. What else do I see? Some sort of partnership as well. Agreement, something like that. Collaborations, things of the sort is what I'm seeing right there for you guys. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take our astro dice for you guys. We're gonna first roll the zodiac sign dice 3 times to get the top 3 zodiac signs that are most likely going to be the most prominent for you guys in the month of March. So let's see what comes up for you guys at pile 3. We got Gemini, some Gemini energy from my pile 3s. This could be somebody's sun, moon, or rising sign. We have Leo energy, so Gemini, Leo energy popping up over here. What else did we get? We also have Sag energy. So Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising as well is popping up for you guys, pile number 3. So definitely keep a lookout for those people in the month of March. And then let's go ahead and roll all these together to get any last infos for you guys. We also have Scorpio. So we have the moon in Scorpio in the 6th house. Interesting. We also have 6th house right here as well. Okay. Moon in Scorpio. In the 6th house. Okay. This is putting in work to be more authentic for one, because Scorpios, they feel things really deeply, right? They can feel stuff so deep. They're highly empathic, moon and Scorpio people. So when the moon is in Scorpio and it's in the 6th house, this is also putting an effort towards becoming more authentic, putting an effort towards like wanting to speak about your emotions and hear other people's emotions as well is going to be something that happens in the month of March. So really learning how to express your emotions, okay? Learning how to like lay them out on the table, laying out your intentions on the table as well, rather than keeping them inside. The way that you feel with your coworkers, in business partnerships as well, just really sensing, using your intuition to really sense what other people are feeling, how other people, what they desire and what you desire, learning how to really express that so that it can be understood and so that it can be a give and take, okay? So there can be a beautiful balance between all that. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys, pile number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed today's reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, group number 4. If you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading for the month of March. So let's hop right into it. All right, group number 4, we have the Queen of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Divine Wisdom being reversed up here, and then we have the Page of Swords to end us off in this reading. So let's talk about this sort of energy. First, when I look at the Queen of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles, it looks like you guys are looking to invest your money into something. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys are interested in investing, or some of you guys might be interested in just saving up for something that you guys have been wanting to do, okay? And it does look like this thing is like sort of sprouting, it's growing in the month of March. Ace of Wands right here. It's just like, okay, we're finally like really focused on saving our money or investing our money into something because we have an intention with that. We're looking for ways to sprout new ideas or like start a new project or start a new venture. It's like there's this like adventuresome sort of energy where you guys are like, I have new ideas that I want to implement, some new directions that you guys want to go in is what I'm kind of really seeing right here with the Queen 4 and the Ace right here of Pentacles and Wands. So it does look like there's some sort of new inspiration that's happening in the month of March. We do also have Divine Wisdom being reversed over here, and this could mean that we can sometimes feel like maybe we don't know enough in this direction. Maybe we need to kind of like learn more to expand our awareness, especially with the Page of Swords as well. So it does look like, yeah, there's some sort of big purchase that you guys are interested in, or just like saving for something in general that you guys are really wanting to do, and maybe you're just like looking for ways to make this happen, looking for ways to make this occur for you, because yeah, there's definitely something that I think that you guys are really interested in, but it definitely requires like implementing new ideas and pathways to get to this new venture, this new inspiration that you guys have. And then with this Page of Swords right here, this is about some news coming in, and I think around the end of March, you guys are going to have some sort of like news come in. This could be an opportunity or somebody that has an idea for you. This could be ideas of you just expanding your own ideas and things like that. Okay, so it's just like looking at all the different news that's coming in, but I do think that there's some sort of like important message that'll be coming in near the end of the month. And I also do want to shuffle some more cards to get a little bit more about what this sort of news is that's sort of like coming into your life by the end of March. So give me a second, you guys, because I'm definitely going to take out my cards right here again and shuffle a little bit more onto this for you guys. So clarification card for the Page of Swords. What is this news about, or what is this about? Knight of Swords being reversed. Okay, so you guys will be debating whether or not to move forward on a certain thing that you guys have been thinking about, okay? So this is about taking your time being like, okay, do I spontaneously just act on this? Like, what do I do? Or sometimes we rush into things way too quickly, okay? So this is thinking about those things that maybe you rush in too quickly with, okay? So you're gonna have to like, this is about the month of like sort of taking it slow and really thinking about things, letting things grow. You don't need to rush into it right away. This is not rushing to like, for example, this is just a random example. If you put your money into stocks, we don't just rush in and take it out all right away once we see it like growing and increasing, because then we have to like pay a bunch of taxes and then it doesn't really grow to its fullest potential, right? So usually a lot of people in the stock market, and I'm not a stock professional at all, so just don't even take my advice for that, but like, it just reminds me of all those people that are like, no, you got to keep it in there for a while, right? So it's just like not doing these spontaneous things, not spending your money all in one shot. So if this is not talking about the stock market, because I don't feel like a ton of my listeners are into the stock market, but maybe I'm wrong, but this could also be just not rushing on spending your money, because maybe you're someone who's like, I just need to finally like really save and like hunker down and not really make any quick rash decisions and go and splurge it all at once. So it can also be talking about those sorts of things as well, okay? And this can also be having a lot of caution, because maybe people's words have you acting a little bit more cautious. Maybe people are like saying things to you, promising you certain things that you're like, you know what, I just want to think about things. It definitely looks like you guys are contemplating something, okay? Looks like you guys are waiting before rushing into something because you guys are contemplating on a certain thing, okay? The next card that we have over here, we have the Altar Priestess. So preparation, prayer, and sacred ritual. Okay. So there's definitely something that you guys are preparing for when I look at this card. There's definitely something that you guys are brewing, something that you guys have in your mind. That Queen of Pentacles reminds me of this card quite a bit, because it's like you guys have your eyes set on something, and it's like you guys are preparing for this sort of new Ace of Wands, this new sort of thing that's blossoming into your life, and you guys are like, okay, how do I do this? Like, and maybe you guys are also holding on to something, okay? Because the Four of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands can sometimes signify that we are like holding on to something. We're holding on to an inspiration. We're holding on to something that's like exciting us, maybe even romantically, or it's like exciting your passions in some ways. And maybe you guys are like holding on to it really tightly because you're like, I don't want it to fall away though. You know, you might have self-sabotaging thoughts coming in, which we had in another pile as well. But sometimes the Page of Swords with the Knight of Swords being reversed can sometimes be our thoughts that are like rushing in, where we're like, ooh, I want to like rush into this, but then we're like, no, we have to kind of like wait a little bit, and we have to make sure that we're not like just like burning out the flame too quickly, right? We also, ooh, look at that. We also have sacred union, partnership, and romance. Some of you guys might be excited about something, or some of you guys, this could be a partnership in all different ways, right? So this could be a partnership in regards to romance. It can also be a business partnership. It can talk about friendships. It can talk about business deals, signing leases, signing like whatever the case may be. Sacred union is just sort of like, you know, there's a union of something. There's some sort of partnership around something, or some sort of contracts that are coming in, because sometimes the sword cards can also talk about contracts as well. So for some of you guys, it could be that, or it could just be talking about, you know, other commitments as well, with sacred union coming in there with partnership. It could also be romantic for some of you guys. Maybe there's some sort of just inspiring, passionate feeling that's like brewing in the month of March for you guys, that's like popping up. Yeah, it just looks like inspirational stuff that's like popping up, and just like new business ideas that are popping up, new relationship ideas that might be popping up for some of you guys. Like just an overall fun, exciting time. Maybe you guys are planning some romantic things with your partner. Maybe you guys are planning some stuff for your future and like investing into that, okay? So we're getting all these different things that are happening in March. It looks like March is like kind of has a mix of all the things for you guys. Pile number 4. The next card that we have here, we have survival and false promises. So sometimes some of you guys might be in survival mode at certain parts of March. So the Four of Pentacles can sometimes indicate that we're like holding on to our money because we maybe have been spending too much lately. And so when we have survival and false promises, the Desert Prince, sometimes we can run ourselves dry. So the month of March is realizing, how can I not run myself dry? How can I not run these relationships dry? How do I keep the spark going in my career life and in my love life? So the month of March is wondering, how do I keep that spark flowing so it doesn't go dry like a desert? If you guys have been having like a dry spell lately, the Ace of Wands is a really good card to come up for that. But yeah, I mean, the Ace of Wands does talk about this new spark igniting, but how do we keep that alive, right? Through that sacred union, through the partnership, through mutual understanding and things like that, right? So it's just a learning month in general, with the divine wisdom being reversed. Definitely looks like a learning month where we're just like implementing all these different lessons and kind of seeing where we tend to act out of fear, where we tend to run ourselves dry monetarily, where we tend to run ourselves dry with like not finding balance between work life and spending enough time with our loved ones, right? So all of those different sorts of things. Our next card we have is study. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you guys start working on something, or like learning more, wanting to expand your knowledge and expand your growth in these areas, in career and in partnership, because it looks like you guys want to learn more so that you guys can not run yourselves dry anymore. Okay, this is all about learning how to not run yourself dry, how to create the harmony in your guys' life. Look at that. This is literally about finding the balance and finding the harmony, because when you have harmony, that's when the spark grows, right? That's when we get that Ace of Wands, when we grow the spark. This is about spending enough time with your loved ones, about finding the balance, literally, about finding the harmony, all these things, okay? So let's go ahead and shuffle this deck right here to get any more information on this reading. Okay, we have Star coming up. So Star and Bench. So Star comes in when there's a lot of hope. We need to have hope this month, okay? This is also divine things coming into play. So this is lessons that are divine for us to learn. And it's also about just like destiny kind of reaching us. So if you guys are wanting to get into touch with your destiny, sometimes we have to like go through a bit of a chaotic like turn of events, or chaotic times that are lessons, so that we learn these things so we can finally implement them, right? So star coming up, this is all really divine. It's okay. There's a lot of hope. You guys don't need to worry, okay? So star comes up also when it wants to confirm to you that you do not need to worry because all of this is working out in divine timing with divine favor. We also have bench. So this is about patience. Have some patience. Don't rush into things. Knight of Swords being reversed is don't rush. March is about being patient. Okay? Patience is a virtue, especially in the month of March for you guys, okay? So let's shuffle this again. Let's try to get maybe 1 or 2 more cards here for you guys. We have lobster. This has been coming up for people often lately is the lobster. Lobster is about, you know, maybe you guys feel like you need to be in protective mode, like you need to wear, like you can't put your heart on your sleeve because lobsters, like they have a hard outer shell. So this could be a month where it's teaching you how to be a bit more tough. And it could also be a month where you feel like you're a little bit more in protective mode rather than in abundance mode. So this is where we have to open up a little bit more, okay? Let's try to get maybe 1 more for you guys here. We also have fish. Lots of water energy coming up. So this is about dealing with your emotions, also going with the flow of it. If things are not moving right now, maybe it's best to sit and wait and have patience, okay? Patience through everything. Sometimes it's a bit of a waiting game so we can get out of this dry spell. We need to wait and listen. We need to learn all these different things and, you know, make those commitments towards what we do want, okay? And be on the same page as other people. So our next card is Taurus. Okay, let's see what else we get over here. We also have the 4th house, so your home life. So your home life, it's interesting, you guys have the 4th pile and the 4th house. This could definitely be talking about your home life, maybe shifts in the home life, maybe feeling like your sense of security is being tested a little bit because we have to learn how to not rush. We have to learn how to be a little bit more patient, not splurge, and not run ourselves dry. All about not running yourselves dry. Also with Taurus, this talks about money and finances. So don't overspend as well with Taurus popping up. This is about living comfortably, living in luxury is definitely Taurus. So this is about finding the comfort, finding that comfort again without rushing, okay? And it requires taking action with Mars right there, Mars coming up. Requires taking action. We also have Pallas, Athena, definitely about taking action. Okay, so Pallas, Athena is definitely about that commitment, taking action, heavily about taking action, but in a divine way, okay? Finding that balance. Let's get 1 more card here. Okay, we're getting 2 more cards. 12th house has been coming up for a lot of people, new moon. So we're preparing ourselves for a new beginning, but we're dealing with a lot of subconscious things in the month of March where we tend to maybe hold ourselves back, restrict ourselves, or we tend to run ourselves dry. Okay, new moon. So we're getting, I want to actually pull 1 more card. So we're going to put that card up here. I want to pull 1 more for you guys. So new moon is all about new beginnings, as you guys know. Let's see what else pops up. Let's see. Pile 4, month of March. Let's get some more info right here. Way too many cards. There's like 6 cards right there. Again, like a ton of cards. We just want 1 more. We just want 1 more. Waning crescent, letting go of old things. I think that you guys are preparing for like this new start, but it requires learning some important lessons first about not to run yourself dry, about how not to run yourself dry, okay? So that's going to be a huge lesson coming in. This is heavily around maybe spending too much money around making your home more comfortable, maybe splurging in those sorts of ways, maybe splurging because you don't feel comfortable, but then when you splurge, of course, then you add more discomfort because now you've put yourself in a dry place where you're just like, you don't have enough abundance to really make yourself feel comfortable anymore. But then you keep wanting to buy comfortable things that make you feel comfortable because it's like, you're seeking that, but then it's a double-edged sword because then you feel less comfortable because you have less resources at the end of the day. So this is realizing that as well in the month of March, okay? And having patience, okay? Definitely what I'm seeing there. So with that being said, pile number 4, let's go ahead and take our astrology dice. We're going to roll our zodiac sign dice 3 times to get the top 3 zodiac signs that are most likely going to be the most prominent in the month of March for you guys. So this could be somebody's sun, moon, or rising sign. So let's see what pops up. We have Capricorn popping up. That's been coming up so much lately. Capricorn, Sagittarius, and Scorpio. So Capricorn, Sagittarius, and Scorpio is what came up. And then Capricorn wanted to come up again, apparently. So those are going to be the top 3 zodiac signs, somebody's sun, moon, or rising sign, okay, that are going to be the most likely to be the most prominent, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and take these zodiac sign dice all together, and let's get any last information on this reading for you guys. Mercury in Libra in the second. Look at that, second house coming up again. That's like that Taurus energy is the second house. This is our finances and things like that. So Mercury in Libra, we're networking, we're making new connections, and we're probably wanting to communicate to other people about our financial situation. I think that you guys are gonna be talking more, getting ideas from other people, learning from other people about how they did certain things. I think that's gonna be something that you guys are interested in doing in the month of March, and learning how other people built themselves up to being, living a life of security and comfort. Maybe you're gonna be talking to different people about diet as well. This month might be something that comes up for you guys, because that's also a second house sort of, thing. It's a second house sort of thing. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing right there. Let me see if I see anything else in there. This is definitely like ideas from other people regarding your financial situation, your diets, your health, things like that, your money, hugely about money, material stuff as well. So that is what I'm seeing right there for you guys at pile number 4. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, so group number 5, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading for the month of March of 2021. So let's hop right into it. Ooh, pile number 5. So we have the Hierophant, Ace of Swords, 9 of Wands, the Fool, and the Moon all upright. Very interesting. You guys have 3 major arcana, so this could be a major month for you guys who chose this pile. So just getting right into this, all the things that I'm seeing right here. So we do have the Hierophant and the Ace of Swords. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are interested in learning more about what it is that really like inspires you, like things that really inspire you knowledge-wise, like the things that really call to you guys. I'm also seeing, because Hierophant can also resemble authority in society, and with Ace of Swords being right next to it, this could be your desire to maybe challenge the way that society really likes to do things, challenging old traditions, challenging traditions that you used to do, challenging old things that you used to maybe find yourself doing all the time that are a bit more like society might push it, or maybe the media pushes certain things and you're just like, nah, I just want to cut that out. Like you could be wanting to challenge some certain things about society, or challenge some certain traditions that you don't want to be doing anymore, especially with the 9 of Wands being right next to that as well. This is definitely like standing your own ground, being like, I'm not scared to stand up for what I believe in. So March might be definitely a month where you guys are like, I want to really stand up for what I think, what I believe in, what I know to be true in your own mind, your own rights, and your own power, and then not being afraid of that. This is like you wanting to be a bit more authentic to who you are, rather than upholding and appeasing society, okay? I think that you're definitely going to be more desiring to like rebel against societal norms, right? To challenge those old thinking patterns, maybe challenging the belief systems that you grew up with even, okay? So certain belief systems that you used to grow up with, that you used to buy into, you're like, nah, no. You're definitely wanting to challenge those things. We also have the Fool right here. This is all about you going out your own way, making a path that maybe no one's really treaded before. Okay, this is highly about being a leader and being like, this is the direction I'm going in, and I'm just gonna like stand up for what I believe in. I'm not gonna be secretive about it. I'm just gonna like open up and be like, hi guys, this is me, this is who I am, and this is where I'm doing, and this is what I'm gonna go and do, and I don't care what you all think about that. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing this sort of energy, sort of like a bit of a rebellious energy, and also finally being just so done with being maybe put down, being so done with like other people's opinions about you, or like all done with like society and their own opinions, and just being like, I'm just gonna be me at this point. This is like literally like liberation is what I'm seeing in this pile, especially with that Fool right there. This is hugely about like, I'm just gonna go and do my own thing now. And it's all about not taking life so seriously anymore. I think that you're realizing where you used to take life so seriously, where you used to really try to fit the mold and fit like the cookie cutter picture, and you're just like, no, I just want to be free from all of that. Like March is literally this huge like liberation month for you guys, pile number 5. We do also have the Moon right here, so it's almost like you guys are walking into the unknown. You're like, I don't really know where this is going to lead me quite yet, but I'm ready for it. Like, I don't want to put up with this whole thing anymore. It's like totally like just cutting yourself free. There's this huge freedom aspect with the Ace of Swords and the Fool right here. You're just like developing a new way of thinking, a new way of speaking. You're wanting to like change yourself and be different, especially in your mind and like who you are and how you come across to people. You're going to want to change a lot in the month of March, okay? And yeah, that moon, it's like, maybe we don't know the whole picture yet, but we're so ready for whatever it is. Okay, pile number 5, that's definitely what I'm seeing right there off the bat. Let me see if before moving on to our next cards, let me see if I see anything else right here. Sometimes the Ace of Swords can resemble just new ideas, new thinking patterns that we have. It can also resemble like news coming in, new opportunities. It can also talk about signing contracts. So for some of you guys, that might be something that happens in the month of March, is maybe signing a contract of some kind. It's not going to mean that for all of you guys. I'm just talking about the little minor definitions that sometimes pop up in these cards as well. So it is a general reading, so not all the things will apply to you, but it will apply to some of you, that is for sure. You'll know whether it applies to you or not, obviously. So yes, that is what I'm seeing right there. Definitely new directions are popping up, like a new, just like liberated energy, okay? So the next card that we have right here, we have the Sun Dancers, joyful activity, celebration of life and abundance. This card also speaks liberation and like losing inhibitions. You think about dancing, it's all about release your inhibitions, feel the rain, you know, that kind of stuff. That's like the song that's coming into my mind when I'm like looking at this card, but in a little bit more of a rebel type of way is what I'm kind of picking up on, because of that Nine of Wands. This is a bit more of that, like, there's a bit more fierceness behind it rather than just this like pure bliss. It's blissful, but it's a little bit more yeah, fierce. It's a bit more fierce than that, okay? So the Sun Dancer, yeah, joyful activity, celebration of life and abundance. There's definitely a lot to celebrate in the month of March, and feeling like you're just free and feeling you don't really care what other people think, right? So the next card that we have right here, we have the Arrow Master, hitting the mark, intention and detachment. So I think that you're finally gonna have your sight sets on something, whatever the expression is. Your sights will be set on something, and you're ready to conquer it. You're ready to go after it. We have that Ace of Swords. We have the Nine of Wands. You're ready to put your heart back out on your sleeve, and you're ready to hit that mark. Literally, the Arrow Master. You're ready to like bullseye. You're ready to like just get it. You're not. You know what you want now. You have clarity. The month of March is hugely about clarity. Is finally here. You're finally detached from society, detached from upholding and appeasing the norms and traditions. We also have the Spirit Whisperer, divine guidance, higher knowing. Ooh, intuition's gonna be strong for you guys, pile number 5, in the month of March. So yeah, you're definitely gonna be following your inner intuitions, this guidance system that you have within that's been just calling you to go in this new direction, to change directions, this higher knowing that you've been having. So I definitely feel like you guys have been feeling this intuitively for a while, and March is finally like, yep, taking the new road, taking the high road out. So I'm definitely seeing that for you guys right there, pile number 5. We also have the health card. So maybe you guys are also finally focused a little bit more on health. This could also be not appeasing society's usual health norms and things like that. So Mother Earth sweet, Mother Earth bright, bring me to your health and might. So I think that you guys might be changing up different things about yourself, about your workout routine, maybe your diet and things like that, because maybe it's just a calling that you guys have been feeling lately, is to change these things up. Then we also have a true love come to me. So maybe you guys are finally getting ready to put your heart back out there with that Nine of Wands, because Nine of Wands means that we've been through some ish in the past and that we were going through a healing time. But the Nine of Wands is like someone we've been through some stuff, but we're so ready to put our heart back out there. We're like, yep, I'm ready for it. So true love come to me, and the Nine of Wands being right here, I would not be surprised if some of you guys are just so ready to open back up. You're just so ready for this new start, this new beginning, and to like discontinue always doing what you thought you were supposed to do, and you're just so ready to just do what you want to do. Okay, my love. Oh, it's looking good so far, pile number 5. So with that being said, let's go into these cards right here. Let's get some more infos on this reading for you guys. We have ice. We're melting the ice. We're breaking the ice. So somehow you guys are literally breaking the ice in some sort of way. Look at all these little cracks in it. You guys are ready to break the ice with something. You're ready to like really just put your heart out there and go for it and take those risks and take those chances. You're literally ready to break the ice. There's no more like insecurities holding you back. It feels like you guys just feel this freedom, like you're ready to totally break that ice. We also have the horse, which is literally about freedom as well. Horse resembles freedom massively. This is literally about feeling that freedom to move forward. We finally don't feel like we have to people please. We don't feel like we have to do things the proper way. We're not worried about the judgments of what other people are going to think about us anymore. We're just like, I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to be free, and I'm just going to wear my heart on my sleeve. True love come to me. Maybe you guys are ready to like, yeah, open up to someone again. Then we have globe right here. Talking about society. Wow, we have globe coming up for you guys. Okay. So yeah, this freedom in society, no longer worrying what people think of you. Finally breaking that ice, no longer feeling like you need to fit a mold. You're finally ready to melt away that mold that you've always been and just open up, be liberated and free. And you know what? That's when the best love comes in, you guys. When you don't feel like you have to be like a cookie cutter image, when you finally feel like you're liberated, you don't need to appease anything. You don't need to like be someone. You can just literally just be yourself, and you can melt away and just be like, I'm breaking the ice. I'm confident. I'm free. You know, that's always when the best love comes in too. So. And that's also when I feel like we feel the most comfortable with the people that are in our lives. We also have the hand coming in. This is opportunity coming in. This can also be commitment in some sort of fashion, agreements coming in. So some of you guys, there might be contracts that are being signed, or just some sort of like verbal like plan that's being agreed upon, mutually agreed upon. Ideas that are being mutually agreed upon, okay? Commitments. We also have sunflower, okay? So that's bursting out, blossoming, blooming. So you guys are finally ready to bloom. You're no longer a seedling, my love. You're blooming. We also have castle coming up. So castle, this could be talking about your home life as well. So some of you guys might be signing new leases, okay? So we have castle in that. Castle can also resemble you in the way you build yourself up. We also have keys. Wow, some of you guys might be getting a key to a new house in the month of March. You'll have to comment down below if that's something that you guys are doing, because I'm definitely seeing that for some of you guys. Again, it is a general reading, so I'm going to point out all the different things, but this could definitely be about finally getting the key to a new house, or getting like a contract to a new venture, a new foundation. So this could be a new job as well for some of you guys. I'm also feeling like this is the last card right here. We have flower bouquets. There's going to be definitely something to celebrate. Wow. Okay. Okay, pile 5. Look at all that. So yeah, definitely some sort of agreement happening. And then key, we have that flower. We're blooming. We're blossoming. We're finally feeling liberated. Pile 5. That was good. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and take our Astro dice. We're going to roll the zodiac sign dice 3 times to get the top 3 zodiac signs that are most likely going to be the most prominent in the month of March for you guys. So let's see what comes up. We got Taurus for you guys coming up. That could be somebody's sun, moon, or rising. We have Gemini coming up, so that could be somebody's sun, moon, or rising as well. And we have Capricorn. Capricorn's been coming up for everybody. Capricorns, why are you in everyone's life right now? What's going on? Why is the Capricorn energy everywhere? Ooh, that honk scared me. I like jolted. Somebody like honking outside. Okay. So let's go ahead and roll all these dice all together to get the top 3 zodiac signs that are going to be the most... We already did that. Where's my head? The honk outside threw me off, you guys. Okay, so let's roll all of these dice all together to get any last information on this reading for you guys, okay? Let's see. Okay, we get Jupiter, Sag energy. We get Aquarius, so Jupiter in Aquarius in the 10th. Definitely some expansion in business, expansion in social media for some of you guys, because Aquarius in the 10th house can definitely be talking about the world, technology, and our career. So some of you guys might be noticing some expansion with social media or with your career in some type of way, especially if you guys work with technology or like on a laptop or whatever the case may be, on social media, marketing, things like that. So definitely some expansion there, more abundance, because Jupiter is also about abundance as well. This could also be about learning new things. It could be like maybe even a change up in career or expanding your career in some type of way. So things like that is what I am seeing over here, pile number 5. So that's what is coming up for you guys' month of March. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you guys did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!